Hi guys, welcome to a new week, and this video is on top-down analysis. We will be going through the top-down analysis for GBP USD, Euro USD and dollar. And based on the chart you can see here, we are starting with the dollar index. So we are going to start with the calendar for the week. That is the news we have for the week. And I'm not going to be looking at all the news. I'm going to focus on dollar, euro, and also GBP for the calendar news. Now, and for you to also do that, you can filter and take the ones that are not important. As you can see here, I've filtered euro, GBP, and also USD. So I can remove low impact news. That is, this yellow folder is low impact. And I can set to remove medium impact and focus on the red folder and bank holiday. So if you apply fixtures, you see you have the red folder and also bank holiday news filtered. Now for Monday yesterday we have only one red folder, and Tuesday today we have another red folder news that will be is tentative. There's no time for it, so we can see a lot of liquidity. Wednesday the same thing. Thursday we have euro and GBP red folder news, and also on Friday we have NFP. So our engagement in the market will not be very well, because we'll minimize our engagement because of the NFP news that will be coming on Friday. So we don't want to expose ourselves to a lot of risks, because the market will not be moving as it should be. So let's go to the chart and see what we have on the chart. Here is the dollar index, and we're going to start from the monthly time frame. Because it's a new month, let's look at the monthly time frame. Last week we said that we have this SMT divergence, and we also said that we want to see this low price taking liquidity below this low, and it happened. So we also agree that we don't want to see, we are not looking at a very long sweep of liquidity at this level, but we said we're going to target this, and then we wait and see what the market will do. So if you haven't watched that video, you can watch that video also to have more understanding of what was done, because I'm not going to dwell on the monthly time frame a lot, but I want you to pay attention. As soon as we sweep this liquidity here on the monthly, we can see price reacting on the monthly, and we need to know where is price reacting from. So if you look at the left, we have this here. When price went bullish, price retraced back. So here is a level that price is reacting from. So we have something like this. We see price went bullish, and so we have something like this in the market. So here is where price is reacting from. So when we put this back here, so you can see price is reacting from this level back into the range. So we have a range we are currently working at, and this range is from this high to this low. We want to see price coming to the discount level for us to engage into the market to continue bearish. But right now we don't want to see we don't want to engage ourselves into bearish market, because there's no indication that price is going to go bearish and take out this low. even though we are bearish on the monthly. So let's go to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we have seen that price sweep liquidity and give us a rejection candle. Now, this is a rejection candle and it's telling us that there is involvement of market makers in the market. Now, look at this. The day we had this, or the week we had this, we see price went bearish. The day we had this, we see price went bearish. The day we had this, we see price went bullish. And now we are seeing something similar. And it's an indication that there is something happening in the market, which the market makers want to push this price bullish. So here we see price reacting from this level. What we need to do now is to look at the weekly time frame, right? So here I always mark the EQ, that is the equilibrium of the range of this rejection. You see? So at this level, we want to see price taking off from any level that is here. And it's like we have price going into the level already. So here, if you mark it well, you see price has entered into this level. So let's put it very well. Price has entered into the level. So, and I don't want to pay much attention on this. That is the upper half of this week. But anything can happen because it's NFP week and anything can happen. The market is somehow crazy during NFP. So now what we have here is price reacting at this level. So also we want to see price coming to this consecutive candle. Yes, because this is our change in the state of delivery. Yes, this 3 consecutive candle, and we see price has yet to touch the open, because the open is the most sensitive part. Forget that price has touched this week. So, but we want to see price coming to the open for anything the market will do. And also we have a very large range of fair value gap here. Do you see it? And we are yet to be at the midpoint of the fair value gap. So I'm seeing more bullish prices before anything can happen within the week. So now, since we have established, we want to see more bullish prices, either price coming here before moving bullish, or we want to see price continue bullish from here to this level, and then we will wait for confirmation before we will sell. But right now, I'm not interested in selling the dollar index. So on the daily time frame now, we have to also look at some other things here. So here is the part I'm talking about. The price can come to this level for bullish prices. So I want us to pay attention to this fair value gap here. On the weekly, we have this upper half of the week, and here we have a fair value gap. But price did not enter into the fair value gap. So if we mark the fair value gap, we see price has not entered into it. And we see yesterday, price created this fair value gap Monday. So now, if we're going to have a weekly profile of Tuesday low of the week, we'll see price coming to this low of yesterday, as well as coming into the fair value gap before moving bullish. So here we want to see something like this before moving bullish to this level. At the same time, price can decide to take out this high before coming to this low before going bullish. That is why we have to be very careful this week and wait for more confirmation before we act in the market. So here I am looking at price coming to this point, and also we have a volume imbalance here. This is a volume imbalance. This is a volume imbalance also. The price can come into, but since we have this candle here, this is Monday's candle, and Monday's candle has proven to be bullish, a very strong bullish, because we have small wick and large body. Also, we can look at, because we thrive on probability, we can mark the midpoint of this and look for fair value gap within the midpoint of the previous candle, that the previous daily candle, by going to one time frame lower. And if you look at it, here we have a fair value gap. So now we are left with two possibilities: this fair value gap or this fair value gap. Because yesterday I was expecting price to enter into this fair value gap. I wouldn't have been worried about this fair value gap. But here we have this fair value gap and this fair value gap. So which one will price be using? So now it's left for us to have more confirmation for our entries. So here I want to see, first, I'll be observing this fair value gap, the first one. If we have confirmation entry, this confirmation entry will come with price giving us a swing formation at the fair value gap. I have been speaking of swing formation. If you have been following this video, you know that what swing formation is. I want to see swing formation in the fair value gap. Secondly, we want to see SMT with other foreign currencies on the fair value gap. But right now, we have none. So we are still waiting for price to come either here for bullish prices. Like I told you, want to see more bullish prices to this point of interest on the monthly. That is the change in the state of delivery on the monthly and weekly time frame. So price can decide to say, okay, we're not going to touch this fair value gap, and then decide to go bullish. So you have to prepare for the worst, but most importantly, make sure that you follow the rule you are using for trading. So when we go to the 1 hour time frame, on the 1 hour time frame, let me remove this. On the 1 hour time frame, we will see that we see this relative equal low, and we will see this a very strong low. So this is relative equal low, and this is protected low. Why is it the protected low? We have this sweep of liquidity here. We have a breaker block. So if we see a change in the state of delivery here, a market structure shift, and price is going bearish, definitely we'll be targeting this fair value, because if you take the range here from here to here, we'll see that this is the discount level. But like I said, price may decide to take it from this range, from this low to this high. Price may decide to take it at this level. But most importantly, when price will take it at this level, expect confirmation. If price to buy at this level, expect confirmation. So we are not doing anything in the market without confirmation. So let's go to GBP USD and see what we have on GBP USD. So on GBP USD, if you go to the monthly time frame, it's almost similar to what we have on the dollar, but in opposite direction. So we have taken liquidity here, and we see that we're reacting off this block here. So we want to see price coming into the range. Most importantly, finding support at this level, which is this consecutive down close candles, before price going bullish on the monthly. So on the weekly time frame, we have almost similar. We see price rejecting and want to see price coming to this discount level. So here for the GBP USD, I already have my confirmation here, because what I want to see is that I want to see price coming into the week, and this is since we're looking for bearish, we're looking at the lower half of the week, and then we're going to identify fair value gap at this level. So here we see price has taken out this low, previous week low, right? That's taking out previous week low. But like I said, we want to see more prices coming here before bullish. So if price should be bearish, I want to see price being held at this fair value gap. You see this fair value gap. So now here, the GBP USD have only one fair value gap. It has only one fair value gap, which is in line with this fair value gap here on the dollar. So if you look at the dollar here, we have this fair value gap. So, but under the GBP USD, there is no indication that price will be taking this low first. I'm seeing possibility of price. Let me show this price taking out this fair value gap here for bearish prices. And if you go to the 4 hours time frame, you will also see the same thing. We will see that price is having this level, this fair value gap. So what I'm looking at selling off this block here, this rejection block. This is what I'm looking at on the GBP USD. That's why I have this short here, and I'm looking at giving my stop loss here to this level, to sell to this level. So this is what I'm looking at on the GBP USD. So on the Euro USD, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, guys. So I don't need to go to the monthly time frame. We have this fair value gap also. And if you look at it, this candle has created a very large range, while on GBP USD, there's no large range. So basically, it's telling us that it's either price comes into this level, or we have fair value gap here. By going to 4 hours time frame, you'll see a fair value gap at this level, and price may decide to say, okay, I'm going to be held at this level for bearish. But most importantly, if price did not hold here by having confirmations, then it should be this fair value gap. So guys, this is what I have on GBP USD, Euro USD, and dollar index. So now when we look at BTC again, BTC, so here, this is what I've been taking from the BTC market. Right now, we have this fair value gap here that price needs to enter to continue bearish. But if price did not enter this fair value gap, I want to see more bullish prices from this fair value gap on BTC. But as we speak, BTC is still bearish. So this fair value gap is the point where I want to sell on BTC. So if you want me to make video on entry confirmations on this BTC, I will make video on it. So guys, this is what I have for the week. Do have a great week. Bye.